Good morning.
Morning.
I'm hitting record before we get going because last week I forgot. So I'm going to prioritize that and then make sure everyone can see me. Apparently I'll do that spotlight thing again that someone told me to do last time.
Morning.
Okay, so someone gave me instruction last time on how to do certain something and I cannot work it out now. I'll let everyone come in and then we'll worry about that. How is everyone? It's so nice outside. I'm feeling supercharged. It's amazing.
Morning.
Morning, Jess. Right, someone told me a way to spotlight myself so everyone can see me.
To my Gmail.
I'm just going to start listening to
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing that game. Just use the phone, yeah.
But let's see if we can work that on there and get you
Yeah.
up here. Sorry, guys.
Because I could have sent an email to your Gmail. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm just going to hit mute because there's a bit of background noise and I just want to. Okay, I've just popped people on mute because it's a bit noisy, but if anyone has anything they want to say, then let me know and I'll unmute you, or you can pop it in chat. Just trying to find where it is I can pin myself because someone told me about that last time and I feel like it helped people. If you hover over your icon, Louise, if you hover over your icon, there is a blue button. If you click it, it should have a pin. I think someone told me it's if I press me, but that is not working. Right, okay, so I've pinned me now, apparently, whatever that means. So can people see me now? It says, okay, cool, yeah. It should, I think usually when the person who's speaking usually comes up anyway, but I just want to make sure. Well, I think we're going to have more people than last week, which is great. Last week seems ages ago. I feel like loads has happened since then. Where are we up to? If, as we wait for people to come in, if there's anything in particular anyone wants to maybe work on, or they've got any questions whilst we get going, you can either, I can unmute you or you can pop it in the chat. And then and make sure that you get what you want from the class.
Good morning, Jessica. I'm not sure if there's many people. Good morning. I'm not sure if there's many people come online. The link that was sent out in the email isn't working. The URL is disconnected. Yeah. So if you add it to your calendar, the Zoom link works in your calendar booking, but the URL in the email is not working.
Oh, okay. Well, we have good numbers actually. I mean, I think we're on over 50, so, and I think we didn't have that many last week. So.
Oh, okay. Hopefully, it's not bothered people then.
Yeah.
They did resend
technology.
Yeah, exactly.
I did the same the other day. I sent out. I've got an event coming up in March. I sent out the link or whatever the other day and realised that the automatic emails weren't tagged on, and I was like, oh, panicking. And I remembered it whilst I was teaching my 9 a.m. Pilates class, and I was trying to stay cool and in the zone, and in my head I was like, oh. But yeah, that's just, I'm recording. Whoever just put that, yeah, I am recording. I forgot to record last week, but this week we are recording. And again, last week I remembered just in, and I was like, no. Oh yeah, only recording me here. Yeah, it just records the speaker's view. So it just means that when they share the recording, you can come back and practice. So it will just be on my screen. Oh, don't worry, Tracy. There's a couple of people I think the same because there's still people dripping in. So don't worry, we're not in a rush to get started. Got loads of time. Pauline Craggs, what a beautiful light backdrop and window you have there. That's very nice.
You can't see me at all, but I've got curtains, so I can't do anything about it.
Oh, it's nice with no curtains. I like it.
Thank you.
Sorry, just nosying into your home. Okay, I'll just give it Sophie and Sue. Hi. That's nice. You're really blurred. I can't really see your faces, but I'm guessing it's Sue. Neil, the class will be open level. You're going to be fine. You're in safe hands. Don't worry. Nothing fancy or too dynamic. I wish I was doing yoga or Pilates with my friend. I'm so jealous. I can't hear you, so sorry. I got Sue. You're talking. Oh, can I? Oh, I don't know how to unmute you. Sorry, I'll have to speak to you afterwards. It's too confusing.
Hi there. I'm new to this all.
Hi. Where's that come from? I still can't hear you. Sorry, Jennifer.
Oh. Yeah, Jennifer, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. I'm just trying to swipe through to see you, but I can't quite find you. But that's okay. You can fire away. Have you got a question?
No, just saying hello. I'm new to this, so looking forward to
You're fine. It's going to be super open level, so everyone's welcome. There won't be anything that's too challenging. Well, no, there will be stuff that's challenging, but you'll be able to give it a go.
Okay.
Not complicated. Challenging, yes. Complicated, no.
Okay.
Right. I reckon we can get going now. I'll keep my eyes on things in case people come in, but we shall get moving. So come and lie down on your backs for me. Oh, fantastic. We're on 60 people, which is definitely more than last week. So thanks for all coming. Okay. Right. So down on your backs. I would have the blinds open and the sun pouring in, but it kind of blinds your view. So I have to have them shut. Feet planted to the floor, knees bent, arms down by the side. Just root your shoulders back into the floor. Lie here and get comfortable. Didn't really properly introduce myself when I was up by the camera, but I'm Jess. Nice to virtually meet you all. We did a yoga class last week, and this is our second and our final class, so thank you for joining us. Just one more coming in. And welcome, Henrietta. Nice to have you with us. So yeah, down on our backs, get comfortable. This class is going to be open level, so as I said, it won't be complicated. You can give everything a go. There will be challenging things because we only get stronger if we challenge ourselves. So I do want you to find that it's hard in parts, and not hard because it's too advanced or too complex, but hard because you're trying to push yourself and challenge yourself. So that's okay. Hard isn't a bad thing. I want you to pull the navel in and slightly tuck the tailbone under so that you feel more of the lower back sink down into the ground. And just place your hands onto the belly. So hands are on the belly, tailbone slightly tucked, navel pulling in. So there's a heaviness through the abdominals, and you can have a heaviness down through the hands. So you're not pushing, but there's a weight to the hands. Now breathe in, let the belly expand and push up into the hands. And as you breathe out, draw the navel back down and in. Inhale, let the belly expand. Exhale, draw the navel back down and in. Inhale, allow the belly to rise. Exhale, navel to spine. So there's movement there through the abdominal cavity. Allow the belly to grow, to widen, to push out. And then draw down and in. So you're controlling that movement. 3 more. Inhale, let the belly expand. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, belly expand. Exhale, navel to spine. Go for one more big full breath here. And then draw the navel down and in. Now lift the hands slightly up and out to the sides. They come to the edge of the ribs. Breathe in, push the rib cage out into the hands. And as you breathe out, almost push the ribs back down and in. Inhale, allow the ribs to slightly move out to the side. Exhale, rib cage down and in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, down and in. So it might not feel quite as great as the movement through the belly, but I want you to get used to some outward movement there through the ribs. And then draw them down and in. Allow one more for the rib cage to push out. And then as the ribs go down and in, I want you to hold them down and in, lift the head, neck, shoulders off the floor. So with the hands still on the rib cage, feel the ribs knit into the upper abdominals. So they're not flaring out, they're tucking in. Bring your hands to hold the weight of the head. So you can let the weight of the head go. You're not holding with the neck, you're holding with the abdominals. Bring the feet off the floor so the shins are parallel to the ground and point both toes. So keep the belly pulling in. Just the right leg is going to move. Tap the right toes to the floor and bring the right knee back next to the left knee. Look to the waist. Right toes to the floor, sorry, not the knee. Bring it back in. Toes to tap. Bring it back in. Toes to tap. Bring it back in. Keep going. If you feel like the neck is straining, relax the weight of the head so the hands can support the head. Let the upper abdominals be controlling that lift off the floor. 3, 2, 1. Right knee next to the left knee and we'll switch. So left toes tap the floor. Bring them back in. You move really slowly so you don't have to rush. Focus on keeping that right knee still as the left toes tap the ground. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees back, plant the feet down, take the arms down by the side, tuck the tailbone under, draw the navel in, and then roll the spine all the way off the floor. One segment at a time. So it's a really slow movement. Tailbone, lower back, middle back, coming to the upper back, pushing down into the shoulders, down into the hands, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. And then as slowly as you rolled up, roll it back down. So you're massaging the spine into the floor. No rushing. I want you to push the spine down as you roll it into the ground. So it's a smooth movement down and up. And it should take you a good few breaths to come up and down. So don't rush it. It's not a speed game. Let the hips release to the floor. Let the tailbone relax. Take an inhale to reset. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone under. Pull the navel into the spine. Roll the hips off the floor. Waist pulls in. Hips lift. Lower back lifts. Middle back coming to the upper back. Whilst you're lifting up, try and pull the navel in. So it's kind of like you're pushing up, but pulling down through the waist at the same time. And then really slowly lowering back down, drawing navel into spine. Most of you are probably wearing quite high-waisted trousers or shorts. I want you to feel like you're pulling the waist in away from the waistband. So you're not just pulling in from the front, the obliques are pulling in from the side. So you're trying to take the pressure off the waistband and bringing the waist in to support the lower back. Relax the hips at the bottom. And then we'll go once more. Tailbone tucks under, waist draws in, rolling the hips all the way up off the ground, mobilizing through the spine as you lift up. And this way you'll notice if there's spots where it's hard to kind of roll up, places that are maybe a little bit restricted that you need to work on. And then we roll back down, pulling the waist in really slowly, really carefully, lowering down to the floor. When you let the hips rest down this time, I want you to take the hands back, supporting the head. Keep the elbows out wide. Lift the head, neck, shoulders off the floor again. So you're looking into the waist, trying to pull the lower back into the floor. Bring the knees back into that same position. Someone's coming in, hang on. You hold it there. Keep breathing. Feet off the floor, shins parallel to the ground. Right leg extends this time. So it doesn't matter if the hamstrings are tight and there needs to be a subtle bend in the knee, that's okay. Keep the elbows out, try not to squash the head. Lower that right leg down and just hover about a foot off the floor. Lift the right leg back up. So again, just the right side. Lower down, hover, bring it back up. Don't hold the breath, keep breathing. Lower down, hover, bring it back up, navel to spine. Just 2 more. 1 and 2. Bring it back. Bend the right knee, switch. Extend the left leg. Lower it down, hold. Slow lower. Lift it back up. Lower down. Lift it back up. If you're feeling the strain in the neck, let the weight of the head sink back into the hands. And lift. 3 more. Take that left leg away. And lift it back. Take it away. And lift it back. Last one. Navel really draws in. Lower back pushes down to the ground. Bend the left knee. Plant both feet down. Relax the arms down by the side. Roll the hips up off the floor. Tailbone lifts. Lower back, middle back, upper back coming to the shoulders. Drive the feet down. Now try and grip the mat with your toes. Feel the hamstrings activate. Feel the back of the hips. Hold on, get stronger. Really squeeze through the glutes. And I want you to just lower down halfway. And then drive the hips back up, squeeze the glutes. So really finding that strength at the top. Lower halfway. And drive all the way back up. So really engage. Lower halfway. And squeeze at the top. 5 more, lower. And squeeze, still breathing. Lower. And squeeze. 4. And lift. 3. And lift. 2. And lift. After this last one, you're holding it up. So keep the glutes engaged. Keep the back of the leg strong. Slightly tuck the tailbone under and feel the back of the hips get stronger. Now push into the balls of the feet and allow the heels to lift off the floor. So my heels are lifted, pushing down into the balls of the feet. Now as slowly and carefully as you did before, roll the spine down. So pull the waist in, mobilize down through the spine, really super slowly. This time, as soon as the hips touch the floor, I want you to rest the heels and drive the hips back up. So rest the heels, drive the hips up, squeeze the glutes. Now rise back onto the toes. So that's 1 full round. Lower down, we've got 4. So really slowly mobilizing down through the spine. Once your hips rest, your heels drop down and you lift the hips back up. So should now be starting to feel it into the back of the hips, the back of the legs, lowering the spine down, mobility through the back, and strength and support through the legs and the hips. Heels drop down, hips drive up to the toes, roll it down. So you find that rhythm. Rest the heels, drive the hips back up. We're going to go for 2 more because I've lost track of where we are. Roll it down with the breath. Heels drop, hips drive up. This is your last one, onto the toes. Roll it down slow for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really slow. Bring the knees into the chest, rock them. Someone else is just coming in. Have a bit of a shift around, rolling on your back, hugging the knees from side to side, and hopefully feeling a sensation of strength into the back of the hips. Cross the legs, so one shin over the other. Rock up to a seated position. Cross the legs, just sit tall for a moment. Take the fingers out to the side, so reach them out to both sides. And then just drop the head over to the right. Feel that stretch into the left side of the neck. And come back through center. Take your head over to the left, stretch out the right. I don't know if it's just me, but my bottom is sore to sit down after that. Okay, once more each side. And once more, final side, head to the left, stretch out the right. And then you're going to come forwards with the hands to an all fours position. So hands and knees on the floor. Open the chest, look forwards, think cat-cow. Exhale, arch and round, but make it really strong. So as you round, really pull in. Look forwards, open the chest. Exhale, really arch and round. As active and as strong as you can. Breathe in forwards. Breathe out round. Breathe in forwards. Breathe out round. Now I want you to rest somewhere between those 2 points. So have a neutral position through the spine. Take your right leg back, toes tap the floor, and take your left arm in front of you, little finger taps the floor as well. So keep a straight arm, straight leg. Inhale, lift the right leg, lift the left arm. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. As you're doing this, I just want you to make sure you're not arching into the lower back. So keep the navel into the spine and maybe look towards the left knee. I find that helps because it puts a neutral position through the neck. Go for 3. Lower. 2. Lower. Last one, keep the leg lifted, but bring the left hand down. Apologies to any of my members that are doing this class because we did this yesterday and it's a feeler. You're going to start drawing small circles with that right foot, so with the right toes. Those circles are about the size of a lemon, so they're not big circles, they're small circles. And the movement is coming through the leg, not into the lower back. So tiny little circles. 3, 2, keep going. 1. Now make those circles the size of a dinner plate. Keep the waist in still. Keep pushing down into the hands. Keep broad across the upper back. So still only moving into the leg, not the lower back. And if you do start to feel it in the lower back, pull the waist in. Look towards the left knee. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now those circles are the size of a beach ball. So even bigger. Should start to feel the back of that right hip waking up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, pause at the top. Go the opposite direction, size of a beach ball. So big rotations. Draw the waist in. Push down into the hands. Lift through the upper back. 3, 2, 1. To the size of a dinner plate. Navel in. Back of the leg really working. 5, 4. This is great if you've been sat at a desk all week and your glutes haven't been doing so much. Now is the chance to balance that out. Okay, and then you're going to the size of a lemon. A lot of the time when our lower backs start to ache, it's because our glutes aren't doing the supportive job they're meant to be doing. So super important to fire them up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that right leg there. Reach the left arm out in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, round the body. Bring the elbow and knee together. Inhale, stretch out. Kick that right heel away. Exhale, round and pull in. Inhale, reach back, kick forwards. Exhale, round and pull in. For 3. With the breath, exhale, round. For 2. And round. Last one. And round. Place both hands and both knees down. Tuck the toes. Stretch into downward facing dog and take a good amount of time to let that right leg stretch out. Don't force anything. Don't push anything. Take a few breaths. Relax the head, the neck and the shoulders. So just check in here and notice if you're clenching the upper jaw and the lower jaw. Notice if you're gripping the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Walk the feet to the hands. So you're just folding the body forwards, really soft bend in the knees. There doesn't have to be a straightness through the legs. Totally let the body fall forwards. Now wriggle the feet so the inner ankles and the big toe joints are touching. Engage all the way up through the inner thighs to the pelvis. Pull the waist in, roll the spine up to standing. So roll, don't hinge. Curl up through the spine. Navel in, rolling up until you come to standing. Reach the arms up to the sky. Nice big breath. Exhale, arms down by the side. Chin back into chest. Roll the spine down. So pull the navel in. Allow the spine to curl forwards. Knees can soften. Don't know if you can remember like slinkies that you'd roll up and down the stairs. Think like that. So think this rolling movement rather than any hinging. We're going to go back up and back down once more. So push into the feet. Pull in through the abdominals. Pull in the waist from the side. Restack the spine. As you inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, let the arms come back down by the side. Chin into chest. And we roll down. Really slowly. Curling forwards. Protecting the back by pulling the waist in. Taking the hands down to the floor. Stepping the knees back. So we're back to hands and knees. Just go cat-cow a couple of times so you get the extreme extension through the back and then full spinal flexion. An extension. And then full flexion. So you have a really good idea of where a neutral position is, comfortably between the two. So set yourself there. Push into the back of the shoulders so you're not tempted to drop through the shoulders. You're strong through the upper back. Take the left leg away, left toes tap the floor. Right arm reaches forwards, waist in. Look to the right knee. Inhale, lift the left leg, lift the right arm. Exhale, lower down. And I want you to imagine you're lifting against like heavy water or thick syrup. So there's resistance as you lift and then you slowly lower. We're not flapping up and flapping down. We're slowly lifting and lengthening as we do so. And lowering back down. Waist in, go for 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This will be your last one, and you're going to hold that left leg there. Bring the right hand down. Start to draw small circles with those left toes. So the size of lemons. Tiny, tiny circles. Waist pulls in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Size of dinner plates. So still controlling that movement from the left hip, not into the lower back. And when you look forwards, that's when we arch into the back. So look towards the right knee. 3, 2, 1. Beach ball size, which is fitting, seeing as it's a beautiful sunny day outside. Well, I hope it is where you are. It is where I am. We're going 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. Opposite direction. Still large circles. Big rotations. Coming from the hip, not into the lower back. You might be feeling it through the shoulders as well. And then go to the size of dinner plates. Three, 2, 1. Size of lemons. Keep it going. Just 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the left leg there. Reach the right arm forwards. Big inhale. Exhale, round and pull in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round and pull in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round and pull in. Last 2. And pull in. Last 1. And pull in. Place the left knee down. Place the right hand down. Tuck both toes. Stretch back into downward facing dog again, and not forcing that left heel down, but taking your time to stretch the back of the left leg. With the breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Look to the floor. Rest both knees to the outside of your mat. Just put the toes back and sit into a child's pose. So just let the lower back stretch out. Let the body rest forwards, forehead to the mat. Just sit here and take 3 big breaths. So let the belly expand. Let the rib cage push into the thighs. So really allow some movement into the body. 2 more in and out. Breathe in and out. Push down into the hands. Rise yourself up. Come to all fours. Now from all fours, lift yourself up so you're on the knees. You need space out to the side. So if that means you want to turn on your yoga mat so you have space going out, then do so. You're going to take your right leg out to the side. And to make it easier, you'd have that right foot pushing down so it's sturdy. To make it harder, you'd be on the tiptoes, so there's a bit less stability. Take the hands up to the sky in a Y shape, so arms out nice and wide. Pull the navel in, squeeze the glutes on. Now lean your body over to the left and hold it when you find that line of tension down the right side. So when you feel that right side working, and then lift the body back up, lean back over to the left. Lift the body back up and lean over. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. You've got one more, and then we're going to let the left hand come down. So inhale. Exhale. Hold it there. Let the left hand come to the floor and the right hand comes to the right hip. Still squeezing the glutes forwards. I'm on my left fingertips, but you can have the hand flat if you like. It's up to you. Lift the right leg and then lower down. But as you lift, I want you to think that you're stretching those toes away and then lowering down. Stretching the toes away and lowering down. 5. Lower. 4. Really pull navel to spine and really stretch those right toes away. 3. 2. And last one. Bring the right knee in next to the left knee and just have a seat. Take the hands to the side of the head. So fingertips are just touching the side of the head. You don't need to grab anything. Inhale, sit really tall. Exhale, rotate the body to the right. So usually when we twist or we rotate, we push or pull with the hand, but I want you to just truly twist through the spine. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist all the way to the left. Once more, each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, back to center. Rise all the way up. Take your left leg out. So remember, either planting it down for more stability or pointing the toes if you want a little bit more of a challenge. You can always swap halfway. Reach the arms up. Pull the navel in. Squeeze the glutes on. Reach over to your right hand side. Find that line of tension. So when this side waist really holds on, bring it back up. And lower down. Breathe. Bring it back up. So you can challenge yourself. If you easily came back up last time, take it a tiny bit further and bring it back. 3. Bring it back. 2. Bring it back. On that last one, we're going to hold and then release the right hand down to take it down. Hold. Right hand to the floor, left hand to the left hip. Squeeze the glutes on, pull the waist in. Inhale, lengthen those left toes as you lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen as you lift. Exhale, lower. Keep driving the hips forwards. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So it's with the breath, so it's slow. We're not rushing. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And then bend that left knee, come down, take a seat. This time, interlace the hands. You're actually going to hold the back of the head. Inhale, open the chest, pull the elbows back as wide as you can. Exhale, arch and round. Can you bring the elbows to touch? Inhale, open as wide as you can. Exhale, round and pull in. 3 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale. And then exhale. You can release the hands. Coming down onto your left hand side. So you're going to take your left forearm, so it's parallel to the top of your mat. So it cuts across your yoga mat, fingers pointing to the side of the room. And then I want you to have one line from the shoulders to the hips and the ankles. So my knees are bent in the middle. Take your right hand to your right hip. You're going to lift both hips up. So you're just balancing on that left shin. Reach your right leg long, toes tap the floor. Lift the right leg, lower the right leg. Right leg long, lift the right leg, lower the right leg, left waist really working. 3, 2, 1. Keep it lifted. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Take the right arm as if you're rotating the body. Take that right hand, try and reach to the left side of the room. And then unravel, lift back up to the sky. If it's too much with that top leg lifted, bend the right knee. Just place it as it was on top of the left knee. That right arm is rotating the body through to the left, reaching up and lifting open. So it's up to you whether that top leg is stretching away or whether it's stacked on top of the left. You've got 2 more. So should be feeling it underneath that left side of the body. Keep the height of the left hip. And then this is your last one. Keep that right arm reaching up. Rest the hips down. From there, just come up to a seat. So keep the legs as they are. I know it's not that comfy. Take your right hand to your feet. Reach the left arm up and over. So you just get a good stretch through that left side. Breathe in. Breathe out. So really try and fan open the left side of the ribs. Okay, and then you're going to come and lie down all the way on your left. So that left arm reaches all the way along the floor. Rest your head on the left bicep. And now create one long line. So straighten the legs out and point your toes to the bottom of your yoga mat. Right hand offers a little bit of support just in front of the body. Squeeze the legs together. Lift both legs off the floor. So it's that top waist that's working now. Lower both legs down. Lift both legs. Squeeze the inner thighs. Lower it down. You've got 4 more. Close the eyes. I find if I close the eyes, I'm more inclined to let the head and the neck relax. We don't need to use the head and the neck right now. And I'm not doing anything that you can't do without your eyes closed. Okay, next time the feet come up, hold them there. Keep the left foot where it is. Reach the right leg up to the sky. And then bring it back down to the left foot, which is still off the floor. Right leg lifts. And right leg lowers. So there's loads of stability going on around the center of the body and a lot of work into that right side waist. If your waist isn't hurting tomorrow, you can send a complaint in because I feel like this should be firing up everyone's obliques. 3, 2, last one. And then you're going to rest both legs all the way down. Take an inhale and a big sigh out, exhale. Do that once more. Big breath in. Big breath out. Bend both knees so the shins are parallel to the long edge of the yoga mat. Take your right hand to the right hip. I want you to lift that whole right leg. Keep the shin parallel to the floor. Lower the whole right leg down. Lift the right leg up. Lower the right leg down. Now, I want you to just glance at the knees. Check that as you're lowering that right knee back down, it's truly stacking on top of the left knee. It's not going further forwards or falling too short. 5, 4, 3, 2. After 1, hold it up Bring the right hand in front of you for support. Kick the right leg out, pull the toes back to the face. Drive the right leg back, keep it that high, don't let it go any lower. Bring it forwards, keeping the leg straight, really slow. Driving back at that height, no lower. So it should be really challenging the outside of the right hip. 4, take it back. As slow and as controlled as you can. 3. Keep it high, maybe even go a little bit higher. If you're not really feeling it around that right hip, lift it higher. 2. And last one. Take it back. Relax that right leg down there so you get a long stretch through that right side, so let the foot be heavy. And then take your right hand, grab a hold of the right thigh and bring it all the way in front of you. Rest it to the floor. Reach your left fingertips to the left side of the room and take a spinal twist. So reach your right arm back. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Big breath in. Big breath 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Okay, come back. Lying on your back, just going to do an exercise in the middle of those two to give the hips a chance to release. So take your hands to the back of the head, lift the head, neck, shoulders off the floor once more, pushing down into the lower back. Bring both feet off the ground, so the shins once more are parallel to the ground. Heels connected, toes out, so like you've got a V shape between the feet. Bring the knees to the elbows and then kick and straighten the legs away. Squeeze between the inner thighs. Keep the heels connected all the way through. Knees to elbows. So the tailbone lifts. You straighten the legs out and squeeze the inner thighs. Keep the heels touching. Knees to elbows. Kick the legs away, straighten, squeeze the inner thighs. 4. Straighten and extend. 3. If you like, when the knees come in, there can be a bit of a lift, a bit of a spring as you lift the tailbone off the floor. 2. Last one. Hold the legs there. Reach the hands past the middle of the thighs and turn the toes so they're pointing away. Heels no longer have to touch. Hold that for 5. Pull the belly in. 4. Reach further with the fingers. 3, 2, 1. Knees into the chest. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. And then you're going to shift yourself over. So you're lying on your right hand side. And this will probably be, maybe we'll see the time, but this might be our last side of exercises. So lie your right arm down so it cuts across your yoga mat. And then your shoulders, your hips and your ankles are in one line. So that left hand is going to come to the left hip to start with. Lift both hips off the floor so the challenge is just holding there. And then we stretch that top leg away. Hold it off the floor. Reach the left arm up to the sky. So remember, your first option is to keep that top leg lifted. Reach the left arm under the body to the right side of the room. And then you come back up and lift to the ceiling. If at any point you need to let the left leg rest, there's still strength in the exercise with that left leg resting down. So don't feel like you're not going to get any benefits from letting that top leg rest. It's still really strong. Inhale to lift the arm up. Exhale to thread it through. If your knees are resting, they're one on top of the other. Inhale to lift. Exhale to thread through. Inhale to lift. Exhale to thread through. One more. And exhale. Let that right hip rest to the floor. Just push yourself up. Take the left hand over the feet. Reach your right arm up and find a side stretch. It's quite a hard side stretch, but really try and open into that right side. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Okay, then you're coming all the way down. That right arm is going to go all the way to the floor. Rest your right wrist onto your right bicep. Stretch both legs out. So your head is a dead weight. We're not lifting the head or straining through the neck. The legs squeeze together, and then they're squeezing together so strong that they lift up in one unit. Lift the feet off the floor, this time using that top side waist, and lower down. Lift up and lower down. I've got someone's sound. So you just keep going. You're lifting both legs and then lowering both legs down. Lifting both legs and then lowering both down. Go for 2 more. Lift and lower. Lift. Oh, I've got someone else's sound. So just go up and down. Sorry guys, 1 more. I think someone's came on and off mute. Okay, so after that last one, lost my train of thought. Rest both legs down and then lift both legs back up. Sorry, got all lost there. So both feet are off the floor. That right leg stays where it is. Left leg lifts to the sky and then left leg comes down. Left leg lifts to the sky. Left leg comes down whilst that right foot is off the floor. 5. So that left side waist should be feeling it now. 4, 3, 2, last one, and rest both legs. Bend both knees. So you have 90 degrees between the belly and the thighs, 90 degrees at the back of the knees. Take your left hand to the left hip. Lift that whole top leg. Keep the shin parallel, so try not to lift the knee or the foot first. Lift the whole thing and lower down. Lift and lower. If you can, just glance at the knees. I mentioned this on the other side. But as that left knee comes down, I want you to make sure it tracks on top of the right knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, left hand to the floor. Keep that left leg lifted. Straighten the left leg away. Look at the height of that leg. It's not going to come any lower. Drive it back. Keep the leg straight so it comes in line with the body. And then really slowly bring it forwards. The slower the better on this one. Really slow. Don't let it fall. And in fact, if you can't feel it enough through that left hip, you're going to lift it a little bit higher. 3, 2, 1. Let that left leg rest all the way down to the floor. So first of all, you get a long stretch through that left hip. And then take your left hand down, bring that left knee into the chest, rest it to the floor. Right fingertips, reach over to the right side of the room. Let the body lie back, spinal twist. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Okay, roll onto your back. And then just take a hold of the backs of the thighs. Bring yourself up to a seated position. So you're sat on the seat bones. Stretch both legs out. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And I want you to lift as tall as you can and actually take your hands back behind you. So you're really working the back of the shoulders. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round through the spine, pull the belly in. And you're curling back to a place where the abdominals hold on, but you know you've got the power to lift back up as you inhale. Exhale, round it down, pull the waist in, navel to spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round, reach the right foot off the floor. So the hands point to the right shin. And then you lift tall as you rest that right leg down. Left side, curl through the spine, lift the left leg. Rest the left leg down, lift nice and tall. Once more each side, right side. Belly button pulls in. Lift tall. Left side. Find that tall L shape. Big inhale here. Big exhale, both arms reach forwards, fold the body forwards. Let the hands rest to the floor. Head looks in towards the knees, towards the thighs or the shins. Take a big breath. And a big sigh out. Big breath. Big sigh out. One more. Exhale. Lift yourself back up to a tall seat. Take the hands a bit further back. Bend the knees, plant the feet to the floor. Drive down into the feet. Lift your hips up to the sky. Straight line from the shoulders to the hips to the knees. Head is all the way back if that's okay for the neck. If that's not, just glance to your knees. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. One more in and out. Rest your hips all the way down to the floor. Close the eyes, cross the legs, and just place the hands on the knees. So just sit there. Making sure the spine is stacked really nice and tall. One vertebrae on top of the other. Make sure there's plenty of space across the collarbones. Shoulders are drawing back. Notice the support and the strength around the lower back. Once more, maybe just pull the waist in from the side. And as you move throughout the rest of the day, see if you can remind yourself to stay nice and tall, to keep that support, that strength pulling inwards. Breathe here. Exhale. Make sure there's a softness to the expression across the face. So a softness around the eyes, a softness through the jaw, no clenching through the teeth. And then just bring your hands into prayer heart center. Bow your chin into the chest and just silently thank yourself for making the time to come and practice today, especially when it's so beautiful outside. I really do appreciate when people stay inside and practice. So I hope you get out later today. Thank you for joining me today and last week, if you came last week too. You should, in the emails, there should be a means for you to contact me if you have any questions or anything from our classes you want to explore more. I run live classes all week. I run 4 live classes a week, yoga and Pilates, and I have an online library of, I don't know, I think there's like 240 classes or something now. So if anyone has any questions and, oh, thank you, Neil, and you want to practice, then get in touch with me. And I'm going to look for Sophie and Sue. Don't you dare leave before I've said hi. Where are you guys? I think you should be able to unmute yourself now.
Yeah, hi Jess.
Let me get through to you. I can't, hang on, give me a moment. Oh no, where are you hiding? Okay, it's a nice problem to have. Oh, you're welcome, Henrietta. I just saw you pop in. Oh, come on. I'm sorry, I've got it on my phone. So,
Thank you.
where are you? Just, there you are. I can see you now. How are you both?
Yeah, we're good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it beautiful in Bath, in that area? Is it nice and sunny?
Yeah, gorgeous. Going out for a long walk in a minute.
Oh, very nice. Hopefully via a takeout coffee shop and somewhere that sells cake or something.
You walk up there's coffee shops, coffee barges, selling cake.
That's literally that's been like my most exciting social plans have been like a long walk to a shop where we can get a takeout coffee. It's as wild as it's been getting. But at least you're near each other and you can do that.
Anyone asks you, we're in a bubble together, so that's why we're together.
Oh yeah, I totally don't. When I messaged Stoke saying like, oh, I'm so happy you did class together. She was like, oh my gosh, we are a bubble. I was like, didn't even cross my mind. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you do what you got to do right now, don't you? So I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
What's happening with your retreats?
Retreat wise, so I'm meant to have something in France in June, but I just feel like it's early June, and I think in England it's like the 17th of May, isn't it, that we're allowed to stay over at someone's house. I just don't see 2.5 weeks later I'm going to be able to take 14 women to France. I just don't see it happening, and to be honest, it's one I cancelled from last year. So I kind of just want to like pull the money out and start afresh and just be like, let's not worry about it. It's gone. Give everyone their deposit back and be done. We'll see. I mean, by some form of a miracle, it might go ahead, but I'm not putting anything on it. And then I have dates for autumn. I don't think I'm going to plan anything before then. And also, it's like prime getting accommodation in the UK at the moment for summer.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a couple of day retreats, I think, and just like events, and teach people in person. And, I'll maybe do something near you guys. I'm going to do something down in Exeter, like just try and hit people that way and enjoy being with people. But I think there's too much to worry about trying to bring so many people under one roof. Like when all adults are vaccinated, fantastic. But until then, just...
The other thing to bear in mind is, countries like France might not want us anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just, I mean, to be honest, I'm at a bit of a stage with it where I'm like, even if I lost a bit of the deposit that I've got with them now, we've all had big losses this year and last year. Like you just kind of wave that goodbye as something that happened this year and last year and think it wouldn't be worth the profit for the stress it would cause and the worry that it would cause some people. So that's where I am. But you will be first to know when there is something going on in the UK. So have a lovely day. Yeah. And I will see you both soon. Bye.
Bye.
Jessica?
Yes, I'm listening. I'm all ears. Hi, yeah, I've got you, Jenny. Jennifer. Okay, I said I've got you. Now I can't quite hear what you said. Sorry. Hang on, I'll just look at
their health and...
I can't hear you that well, Jenny. It's kind of breaking a little bit.
Contact details for you, yeah?
Oh, okay. I'll pop them in. I don't mind popping them in the chat. So I'll pop an email in the chat.
I came through health and...
I'm going to pop my email here, and then if anyone wants to say hi, they can pop that over. Not very easy to type with my phone in here. jessica.lambert@hotmail.com. Cool. Just ping me an email, Jenny, because I can't quite hear you that well. But Christine, I'm based, I currently live in Reading, but I teach in London and I have a little house near family in Lancashire. So I travel around a lot. That's where I'm based. I don't know if you've gone, Jenny. Oh, you're welcome, Pauline. I'm just seeing if... Oh, thanks, Olivia. I'm just seeing if anyone else had any questions. Neil, I will. Oh, I don't know if I can send you an email, Neil, if you've gone already. Maybe you can. Okay, I'll try and Neil, if you're still here. Oh, thanks, Kevin. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I think that's hopefully answered. Glutes on fire. Brilliant. What love this class. Okay, I think that answers everyone's questions. I'm still here. Oh, well done for giving it a go though, Kevin. So good. Have a great Saturday. Oh, enjoy, Christine. Have a great weekend. Cool. I think that's it. Right. Have a great one, everyone. And I might see you soon. Who knows?